Welcome aboard. It's Walter here. Glad to have you here. We're going to talk about building an account quickly. And this is something that I don't really see anyone talking about. I don't know why, but I want to share it with you. Okay. And I'll give you the lowdown on how this works. By the way, if this interests you, then you may be interested in small accounts, big profits. Click the link below or above this video to get information on that. So let's roll. And we're going to share my screen here. And I've got, so this is a spreadsheet, and basically all it does is it takes you through what may happen. Again, the sequence of trades that you get is really important. So whether you start off, for example, with 15 winners or 15 losers in a row, that's a big deal. You can see in this case, I start off with a loss, then a win, then 4 losses, then 4 wins, then 2 losses, then 1 win, and so forth. This is a 38% win rate strategy. And what's interesting about this is I'm risking pretty aggressively 3.5% of my account. I have 2.2 reward risk ratio. So I'm risking, for example, $11 to make 22 bucks or 22 bucks to make 44 or what have you. There's no scratch. What that means is I don't have any break-even trades, but I'm assuming a 38% win rate, and I got a $1,000 account. You can see here, if I go 100 trades, I'm basically at 2,600 bucks. I go 200 trades, I'm at 4,000 bucks. 300 trades, I'm at 10 grand. Yep. I get to 400 trades, and all of a sudden I'm at 50 grand. 500 trades, and I'm at 80, 70 grand, 70 grand-ish. 600 trades, and I'm over at 100 grand, essentially right around 100 grand. So that's great. After 600 trades, I hit 100 grand. What happens, though, if I, instead of just using the 3.5% at risk, what happens if I take the winnings from my previous trade and I add it to my next trade? Which is what we're going to do in small accounts, big profits. There are many different ways to increase your payout, and one way is to do that. Well, I'll show you what happens. What happens is, first of all, you get some really nasty drawdowns, as you'll see here. So you can see this same exact, everything's the same. $1,000 account, 3.5% per risk, 2.2 reward risk ratio, 38% win rate. And guess what happens here? Well, we end up after 100 trades, which is going to be about 104 here on this. I'm down a couple $100 bucks, $100 bucks or 200 bucks. After 200 trades, I'm just barely making any money at all. Maybe I made 169 bucks. Looks horrible, right? Oh, and by the way, these trades that you're looking at are exactly the same on both. So the sequence of trades here, where it took us 600 trades to get to 100,000, is exactly the same here. The same sequence of wins and losses, precisely the same. Starts out with a loss, and then a win, and then 4 losses, and so forth. Every single sequence is the same here. We're at 4,000 bucks after 300 trades. After 400 trades, we finally get some traction, and we're at, what are we at here? 400 trades, we're at 40 grand. After 400 trades, 39, 40 grand. After 500 trades, where are we at? Oh, where is it? After 500 trades, 80 grand, something like that. No, about 40, 50 grand, right around 50 grand. And then we hit, where is it? After 600 trades, we're at 60 grand. And then here we are right here. At 620 trades, we're at 115 grand. And what's interesting about this is how quickly it gets to, where's 200? Where's 200? Show me, give me 200. Do I see 200? 190. I see 190. There it is. 689, which is actually that's 685 because there's 4 rows up here. So it gets to 200 grand at about 685. And here, where do we get to 200 grand here? Get to 200 grand. 620, slightly better. Isn't that interesting? Slightly better. is very interesting. And at the end of it, so at the end of 1,000 trades, just using fixed fractional, at the end of 1,000 trades, you can see we're up to 1.3 million, 1.38 million, if my eyesight is correct here. And then at the end of 1,000 trades here, we are at 1.7 million. So basically another 400 grand, or roughly 20% more. And it, you know, you can see it goes higher and whatever and so forth. At a certain point, though, you're going to move, like probably around the 7 million mark, you're going to move out of retail trading pretty much. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is to show you that really risk management is where it's at for achieving your goals. If your goal is to make a certain amount or to not lose a certain amount, as we talked about in other videos, risk management is where you need to look. Looking at a trading system or fine-tuning your entry, that's not where the gold is. The gold is in the way that you manage risk. That's it. Simple as that. So if you decide to use something like compounding at the trade level, like I showed you there, or if you just use normal fixed fractional, either way, there are pluses and there are minuses. All you're really trying to do here is achieve your goals. Now, I can tell you from running many Monte Carlos and from trading this, that when you compound at the trade level, typically what happens is you will achieve your dollar goals faster, but you will have deeper drawdowns. There's no doubt about it. If, however, you stick to normal fixed fractional trading, you will typically have slower goings. It'll take you longer to achieve your dollar amount goals, but they'll have shallower drawdowns. So, you know, and these are the sorts of trade-offs that you see when you look at different exits too. Different trailing exits have the same thing. Some of them will get out of a trade faster and not give it as much room. And other trailing exits will allow a trade more room. So you'll get the bigger winners, but you'll also get smaller winners or more losers, in fact, a lower win rate when you use those types of trailing exits that are a little bit looser as the trade goes. So it depends on your preference. And the most important thing here is for you to define what you want. Do you want to take $1,000 account and get it up to 100 grand in 300-400 trades? Or are you happy to take a $50,000 account and work it up to 500 grand over 5 years? That's really, it's really up to you. You know, what are your goals? What kind of money are you working with? In small accounts, big profits, what I'm basically doing is taking a small chunk of money, $1,000, I'm trying to ramp it up as quickly as possible. That's it. But there's nothing else to it. The goal is to get really aggressive with a really tiny account. The payoff is great. It's a great reward to risk. Could it blow up? Yes, but we're going to try and guard against that. Could it also turn into a lot of money very quickly? Yes. That's what we're trying to do here, is use things like Monte Carlo tests, psychological hacks like resiliency training, to get to a point where we keep going instead of breaking down and saying, oh, it's broken, the market, you know. It's easy after 400 trades to go, this isn't working, right? But if we know that typically it takes about 400 trades to see any real traction, then we keep going. And that's why the back testing is so critical. So that's really what I want to get across here, is that your sequence of trades are important, but more important than that really is how you are managing risk and how you're dealing with that to achieve what your goals are. Hey, Walter, I am continued to in profit as I have been since my March 17th account. Sweet. Awesome. I can't download the spreadsheet. Can you please support? I've tried a few times now. Okay, sure. Sure. You should be able to download the spreadsheet in, so if it's a Google Sheet link, you just have to save as, right? If it's Excel, you just click on it. If it's Google Sheet, you just save as. Okay. If you trade with multiple loss with retrace, mate, what if you trade multiple lots with each retrace on a strong trend? Yeah, we talked about that in other videos, Rick. That's like compounding, right? Exactly. That's great. So what you can do is move your stop loss to break even and then take another signal and so forth. We're going to do that in small accounts, big profits too, where we'll add during a trend. And the easiest way to see the trend is see what other traders are doing. And we've covered that in other videos too. So hopefully that helps. Hey guys, thanks so much for your time. I wish you happy trading. If you want to get in the course, you can click the link below or above. We are going to close it soon. So if you click on it and it's closed, you can get on the wait list and I'll let you know when we open it up again or whatever. But otherwise, I wish you happy trading. See ya. Bye.